Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Texas Longhorns offense will take the first swing of the game. He's only got a few games left to make that final impression on Heisman voters, but based on the season he's had so far, he's certainly run his way well into contention, David.
It's been unbelievable. It's been unbelievable to be a running back to impact the game this much. Consistently, week in, week out, take the physical pounding and still be elite. Finishing this season will go a long way to deciding whether he wins the Heisman, but so far, Palmer, I've been impressed.
Man, the durability is just something to behold. When you think back to former Heisman winners at the position, especially at Alabama, guys like Mark Ingram or Derrick Henry, that's what those guys had as well. They seemed to get better as games went on, but they also got better as the season went on, and that's what this guy's doing now.
Makes the grab. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the back. At midfield, he's got room. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Longhorns! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups? Or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on it.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks...
Turning it on! He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. Missouri wants to go fast.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. The give to the tailback. Hard running there. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Texas calls its campus to 40 acres. This running game might cover 40 acres before it's over.
That would be a heck of a day. I don't know how many yards that would be. That would be a quick conversion. How good's your math, Reese, to try to calculate that? But they're having a lot of success, a lot of history with great running backs at the University of Texas. And this guy is having a day.
He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Makes the catch. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Dixon. Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Nice move to keep running. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
Man, he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way,
throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll give it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Got the quick completion. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Kane. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
a nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Find some fresh air. There he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Kane. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Hauls it in. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Rush is on him. Got his man downfield. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. go back to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gives it on the option. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats.
With the score, Texas 14, Missouri 0.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Surging forward on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Trying to run it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
Absolutely center cut. Are forced to settle for the field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, touchdown Longhorns! He got a step and just dusted the field.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Oh, he got loose. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Fields. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Right on the money. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Kane. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. Breaks into the open. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got his man out of the backfield. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Quickly out to the tight end. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They're looking for an advantage to the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. Got enough for the first down and wants more. At the 45 on his way. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Fields. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
He's taking the shot. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll try to take it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Rides the back and leaves it. Past the 40. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. He's got 67 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. To the air on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And, man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting the quarterback, creating a negative play.
Third down coming up for the O after the incompletion. He's looking downfield to throw. He unleashes a long one. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver.
He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Snags it quickly on the left. Runs through a tackle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. The play action fake. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Taking it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown!
success.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Missouri, 10. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's got his man across the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. The State scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air, can make plays with his feet like this, runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Give to the running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And he added the extra point.
Texas, 56. Missouri, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Missouri will have to send out the punt team.
To kick it away.
He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll run it from the gun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go right back to him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down coming up. The offense changing the play. He's got it again. Turning it on. And they'll knock him down.
Tackle is made.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Power football with the run. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The lone back's got it. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. Right back to the well. Got room to work. Running through contact. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And down he goes back at the 3. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
And this defense is going to have its ears pinned back on 3rd and long from the 1. You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Line getting set on second down. They get to him as he throws. Complete to the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Try to keep the drive alive. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Missouri comes up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It's third and goal and third and long. Keeps it on the bootleg. Pressure coming. And they can't make the play on third down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off.
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes ahead. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Longhorns just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again. Nice move to keep running.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they can ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
To the air, it's Dixon. Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he can fill up the hand now with that big man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.